What's up everyone? So in today's video we're going to be going over my 500-mile review on the lift kit for the truck. So we have some things to do to it today, but we're late for an appointment, so we got to head out. We're going to do a cold startup on my truck. You've heard the GTR, the R8, they're super loud. Let's see what the truck sounds like.
Not quite like the other cars, but
yeah,
not bad.
Still good. All right, we're late. Let's go.
So we made it to rims 1 now. This is where we had everything mounted and balanced. We didn't have the wheels installed when we were there last, but he's got a tablet we're setting up, which is going to read the computer inside the tire, the actual TPMS sensor, and there's an adapter on the OBD2 port that they've plugged in that is reading the computer that he's holding. You can see it right here. So that is going to basically sync the TPMS sensors in the truck to the actual sensor in the truck to read everything properly at the proper PSI. But that is about done. This is kind of the final aspect of getting this thing squared away.
Pretty much, yeah. I've been rolling around with no TPMS whatsoever for about 500 miles, so it's not bad, but
so that
actually see a physical readout.
I think that's probably about it.
All right, thank you. All right, yeah. So it looks like we're all good. Okay, thank you. Oh, time to roll out now. So good, we got that fixed. So that was the last piece of the puzzle. The truck is completely done. All right, so that's stop 1 for the day, but we have this pretty sweet Tundra that we're gonna take a look at.
Unfortunately, dude, the Tacoma looks nice.
I know, right? This is a sweet gray though. And these are trails. What are those? So those are 37s. Someone commented and said I should put 37s on my Tacoma, but now that we see the difference between them, yeah, look at coming down here and look at this angle. That's crazy, but that's probably a 9-inch lift or something. That's crazy. What do you guys think? I don't think I'll be doing this to the Tacoma, but that is definitely a sick Tundra. Now let's get on to the review of my little Tacoma. So now it's time to go over the 500-mile review with the Old Man Emu lift kit. For Brian, it's gonna be like 5-mile review, just riding around town here. But I've got some highway miles on this, so obviously I have a lot more experience with how it feels and everything like that. So the first thing that I think I'll address is the overall ride quality, because a lot of people were telling me that with the stiff suspension that I got up front, it would be a very harsh backbreaking ride. It's just not gonna be a good daily driving vehicle. And so far, I have no complaints for it. The only thing that I would probably mention is like really big bridge bumps or something like that. They can be a little harsh, but just daily driving, I mean, it's been comfortable so far.
We've hit a few bumps. I mean, it feels normal. The thing I hated about the Tacoma, and I think a lot of people can agree, there's so much brake dive and body roll. It's a truck, it's not a sports car, but
yeah,
it's so much to where I think it's stupid. I think the stiff suspension now, it just feels really solid and tight, and I think it feels pretty good. Some little bumps you can feel, which is like, might be a little too bumpy, but 90% of the time I think it feels really good.
It's comfortably stiff without being back braking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with it. If I had to do it again, I would pick this over the soft suspension you can get. I didn't want to pay all that money for the same ride quality that the stock truck had.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense to go kind of loose and floaty and things like that. And keep in mind, I'm thinking ahead for the future because I will be adding some weight up front, and this was the setup recommended for that to handle that amount of weight, even daily driving.
So if you do bumpers front and rear, it'll technically soften it up a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, because those are going to weigh a good bit, so it should offset that and kind of be the ride I'm looking for.
Okay, so
and not be as soft as the soft option.
Now, we'll test, I guess, as we do more off-roading if that hinders it, because the softer it is, the more articulation it's going to have for a independent front suspension.
Yeah, but maybe that weight again can help it out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Overall, again, I would recommend this. You have to buy it knowing that it's going to be completely different than the stock suspension.
Yeah.
So it is night and day.
Well, like right now,
but I like it.
Yeah, we're in traffic and hitting the brakes a little. The truck didn't just dive forward like when this was stock in my dad's 4Runner. Even in a parking lot, and that bump wasn't bad.
So I'm gonna hit some of these potholes here.
But even in a parking lot, like when you hit the brakes just barely, you can see how the front end just dives right down.
Yeah. So you can feel that. Maybe they can see that. It's not that bad. Riding
as a passenger, I have no issues. It feels good.
So let's move on to the tire size now. These are Nitto Ridge grapplers. They're 33, 12.5 wide, and of course an 18-inch wheel that's 9 inches wide with a +10 offset. A lot of people told me that wasn't going to work, and I've had zero rubbing issues daily driving. It doesn't hit the cab mount or in front of it or the upper control arms or anything like that. And then we took this off-road yesterday. That video may or may not go up before this, we're not sure yet, but we had zero rubbing issues, even almost at full lock. We didn't do anything too crazy, but so far this has been a perfect setup.
Yeah.
I have no issues with it, and it's pretty much I think it's the biggest wheel, widest tire you can go and still have clearance.
There's a good half an inch between the upper control arm and the tire, and
that's never gonna move.
Yeah, you would see if the tire was hitting that piece of metal, you would see rubbing on the tire and on that.
Yeah.
And there's no marks, and he's been on the highway, all that kind of stuff. I know some people said high speed the tire expands a little, which makes sense, it would.
Yeah.
But it's not touching it, it's not close enough. And I know some people said airing out off-road it might expand wider, and that is true. We'll have to test that, but from what I would assume, if you air it out, it's the bottom of the tire that's going to be wider. The top probably won't change much.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but
we'll see.
I don't see airing out going to make an issue like that.
Yeah, but again, we'll test that out because we will be doing that on the off-road parks that we go to.
Yeah. From what I have seen in the sizing of these, I think the cab shop mount is going to have to happen for aggressive off-roading. With the stiffer suspension with the stock bumpers, I think it's fine. It depends on when they saw the off-road video, but when you do bigger bumpers, it might add more weight and it might hit. So I think that is going to be what will have to happen, but other than that, I don't see any issues right now.
And the truck has settled a good bit, probably in the last 500 miles.
Yeah, it's been
obviously
3 weeks.
Yeah, roughly. So I think we're at our settled point.
Yeah.
And we're good so far. One thing on the tires, a lot of people said I got 12 ply versus 4. I may have made a slight mistake, but I mean,
you did.
I didn't look at the weight of the tires when I bought them. I did find, after someone made that comment, I did find another set that would have saved me about 40 pounds total all around. So I am a little heavier than what I could have got.
And I would assume, being that they are stiffer tires, which makes the ride a little bit stiffer.
Probably.
I think these tires were set up for an F350 or a full-size truck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
I mean,
not the worst.
Yeah, it's not
the worst mistake.
Yeah, the tire difference was only, we're talking millimeters shorter and narrower. But yeah, 40 pounds.
So there's a thicker tire.
Yeah,
the construction is thicker.
I don't know how much it would have affected my MPG. I am averaging about 17.2 on the highway. Stock tires was around 21. So
decent amount.
Yeah, maybe the lighter tires would have given me a little bit better.
Because you would think
MPG.
With a taller tire on the highway, you'd actually get better MPG.
You live and learn.
Yeah.
I can do another set the next time, but I completely didn't even look at the weight of the tires to see that they were 70 pounds a piece.
Yeah, I had a friend with a Dodge Ram 2500 who had standard load tires, and it got death wobble hitting every bump. Once they got the XL load tires, which is probably what these are, it was fine. So, yeah. So that's not the worst mistake.
Yeah, it still rides great. Moving on now to the upper control arms. That was something that I kind of gambled with. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it or keep the stock ones, because I had stock ones on my 07 Tacoma with a 3-inch lift, but that was with a coil spring spacer, not with a brand new coil up front. So I figured this would give me more travel compared to that, since I pretty much had a bottomed out shock on that truck. So I went ahead and did the upper control arms. Was it a good choice? I'm still unsure. We really have to go to an off-road park and kind of test more of the articulation to see. I don't know. I thought I'd get more alignment out of it than we did. I have them set at 0 right now, and I have seen some forums say if you go to a +3 on your caster, it can give you a little more room behind the back of the tire, so you're clearing the cab mount. But I'm already there, so kind of doing it now just doesn't make sense to change it.
It's hard to kind of know if.
So I don't know if that was
without doing this setup
worth
with the
the
stock
money.
ones and then putting these ones in to see the difference.
Yeah.
But I think where it goes around the coil, these have more space to where the longer drop now.
Yeah.
It's not going to hit. Like the coil spring is not going to hit, because when we had the 6-inch lift with the stock control arms on the red Tacoma,
they were rubbing
the coil springs. That was a horrible lift kit.
And that's something that I didn't want.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of gambled and went with it. Was it worth the extra $300?
So $150 a pop.
I don't know yet. It was cheaper than buying them later.
True.
And I saw that too. I was like, let me save some money and get them now rather than try to do it later. But I don't know how it performed with the stock ones. So was it worth it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. But
in all honesty, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah. I have no more thoughts on the upper control arms other than they're on, and I'm gonna keep them.
And it works.
And it works.
So I guess Yes.
Yeah. So now we're taking a quick pit stop to pick up some new GoPros at Best Buy, trying to find the best place to park. There's a bump. How stiff does that feel compared to stock? Yeah.
A lot stiffer.
Oh yeah. Time to run in real quick and we'll be back. Okay, so I've been saving this for the video, and that is the power. Have I lost any power just punching it in the truck? So let's go ahead and pedal to the floor here. What do you think?
I'm not in enough to know if that's quick or slow.
I don't see a difference with 33s. That I mean, that was pedal to the floor, and
it didn't exactly throw me.
It's not the GTR, the R8. It's not 0 to 60, you know.
I'm spoiled with my car. I'm used to that.
I mean,
you can get up to 60.
I don't do it that often because I don't need to. Yeah. So that was the first time I did it, so we could get our reaction on camera. But that was up to speed limit. Like I don't, unless you're doing that like every single stoplight.
Yeah.
I don't see a difference with 33s versus the stocks.
Who's buying a Tacoma because they're fast, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 500 miles since I've been on the stock wheels. Yeah. So it's not a back-to-back test, but
you've been driving it like normal. You haven't been being conservative on purpose or being aggressive on purpose. You've just been driving like normal.
Drive it like it's the commuter. You just drive it to get where you need to go. That's why I got my car.
Yeah. That
goes through gas like crazy. But I mean, I have no complaints. If you're looking for a lift with 33s, I don't even think I need to re-gear it or anything. A lot of people said re-gear it with 33s.
Well,
I don't know the benefits of it yet.
Yeah.
So comment down below. Let me know if you've re-geared your Tacoma. Let me know any power experiences, maybe off-road too, how it's performed versus the stock gearing.
Yeah.
Because right now I don't have any complaints because I don't have anything to compare it to.
Right.
So if you're not going to re-gear, I'm happy with it.
Okay.
But I could be happier. I don't know.
So power-wise, no one's buying Tacoma because they're fast anyway.
Yeah. Let's do like a rolling. So I'll go down to 40 miles an hour and pretend like I'm passing someone on the highway. We're at 40. We're just cruising. Oh, I need to pass someone. 50, 55, 60.
I mean,
what was that? Like 5 seconds?
It's not as slow as like a Wrangler or something. I mean, it moved.
That was fine. That was just. I don't have any complaints with it.
So power not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a truck. It does what it's got to do.
Yeah. So we're back home now. We got all the TPMS sensors squared away. Now we need to torque everything and wrap it up. All right, so that finishes up the review and the torquing on the lift for the truck. Comment down below, you guys. What do you think so far? I absolutely love how this has turned out. We definitely have a lot more adventures coming for the truck, so stay tuned. I have a lot more mods I want to do and a lot more off-roading as well. Just to talk about the wheels real quick, I know a lot of people said that 18s would be too big. I have a lot of side tread that's going to protect me from any rocks or anything. I had 20-inch wheels on my red truck, and I had smaller tires, so I did hit them a little bit more. I have a lot of protection, so I'm not worried about that. And I like the look of the 18s too, so I think I'm gonna be fine with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Also be sure to check out, we have new merchandise. There will be a link in the description down below on that, along with an ad popping up. We have hoodies, t-shirts, we have Nismo designs, R8, and we're coming up with a new Tacoma design as well, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next video.